Alright, what's going on guys? So I'm continuing my Valk guide series, and right now we're on Kafe, as you can see. I'm going to go through all three of the bomb sites, well, three of the bomb sites, and I'm going to go through all of the maps as well. I'm still finishing off all the maps. So yeah, let's go. I'm going to go straight into top floor, and the cams that I like to use for top floor. Kafe is like a good map for Valk, like a really good map for Valk, especially the top floor anyway. So I'm going to show you a few different options for different places as well. So starting off in piano, the first place that I like to put a cam is actually down here, down beside this tree. You just kind of throw it in there. The thing with this cam is you don't see a lot, as you can see. You can see anybody running around in the middle of piano, but you don't see anybody behind minibar or if they come in the breach. That's mainly because this cam is a sound cam. So this cam is for like to hear the sound of when you hear them, like if it's an ace breach, you'll hear them vault in the breach or something, or you'll hear them start shuffling around over here. And that's how you know if people are there. You don't have the visuals of seeing them. That's because like in the higher ranks, people get used to seeing cams, so they'll find your cams easier, they'll spot them easier. So you kind of have to start using cams that work off sound when you're in the higher ranks. But if you want a cam that sees things, if you come under this tree and shoot the presents, you can throw a camera down there. And when people are standing up, the branches of the tree will block the camera. And this cam sees all the way down into New Valk. So if you want to use that one as well, you can use either one of them too. So for another cam, what you can do is you can come, you see this chair here, you can put a cam below this chair. If you go below here, if you don't know where it is from below, it's like above this sort of single like pillar thing here. You go below, just shoot some holes in the floor, and you see it there. Then you just throw it on the bottom of the chair. And what you can actually do from this is, I'll show you what it sees now. It sees this new Valk, as well as this like Heaven Valk, as well as Cigar Shop, as well as like anybody walking towards Shaiko to like plant on the default plant, or even anybody walking at the piano, or even people in piano. But what I like to use this for is if you come into train here, right next to this sort of light, you can make some holes in the floor. Like that. And you'll see there, like above here, where I'm looking at now, is actually this double door in Cigar Shop. You see the ping there, it's like this double door here. So what you can do is you can use the cam to see when people go into Cigar Shop, which is not C4able from below, and then just throw a C4 through. Well, if you don't miss it. Like this. And then it'll go through the doorway and onto the concrete, which is not C4able. And if you see anybody go in there, you just throw it up there and get a free kill. That trick was actually, I found that trick out from a pro player called Canadian. If you make the hole on the left here, you can get people actually behind this table as well, which is huge, because people just go here and just start droning. So if you make the hole that's in train a bit more to the right when you're down there, over here it'll be better. So for the next cams that I'll show you, these aren't as good as the ones that I showed you before, but these are like, you need cams to see basically different spots. So this next cam I'll show you is going to show you the like default plant spots, which I put on top of here. Make sure you jam it sort of as far right as you can, like this. And what this cam sees is if anybody plants behind this desk here, as well as anybody planting here, you'll be able to hear them like pull out the diffuser. So like for these plants here and here, it's more of a sound cue. But for this plant, you can actually see them like go there, and like an attacker doesn't actually see this cam until they're already here. But you have to put it on the top one, because if you put it any lower, it can get seen from the skylight. So yeah. For the final cam I'll show you for the top floor is just a cam for to watch white stairs. There's not actually a lot of good cams to watch white stairs, so I tend to just kind of throw it behind this light here, like this. Again, that doesn't look very hidden, but when you start coming at it from this angle, like you can't see it. Obviously when you come here you'll see it, but at this point you're not looking for a camera, like unless the defenders are pinging you on the cam, you're not going to be looking for it. You're going to be too busy focused on like checking these angles. So I just like to use that. There's not any other really good options. So yeah, that's all the cams for top floor. I'm going to go into the kitchen now. Alright, so for the bakery site, the kitchen site, the first cam that I like to show you, that I will show you, is in bakery, and it's just kind of above this sort of like above the cabinets here, like that. It doesn't look very hidden, but like the light kind of makes it like more hidden, if that makes sense. Like it's kind of out in the open, but with a light like that you don't really see it. And this sees everything in bakery, obviously. So yeah, the next camera is under this table here. If you can put a cam under here, you can get it like under the sort of back wall. It'll be a bit more better, but it kind of like gets like stuck on the nothing. But you want to shoot that chair as well, like I just did, and it'll show you this wedding room as well as the whole red hall, as well as anybody in VIP bar. There's a long bar down here. And I'll show you another option as well. So another option for this same sort of area to see is under this table down here, like this. This one's probably more like hidden, but it's also more common. So it's up to you which one of them you would like to do. And then the final cam, I'll put it upstairs to get like a vertical C4. So there's a few kind of options. You can either sort of like jam it in the mining thing here, like this. I missed it. Like that. And this sort of sees that, but it's not very hidden. But yeah, that's one option. Or you can throw it under the tree in here, like that, and C4 anybody. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Oh, I can. Yes. Alright, so we're on to the final site, which is reading room. And generally I'll use some of the same cameras for reading room as I'll use for the other sites, because the way that I like the whole reading room is the whole upstairs. However, I'll put one cam sort of down here on mining. Either one of the 3 cams that I showed you before, this one, the one under there, 2 cams, sorry. And I'll put one upstairs in piano. I'm going quite quickly through this because it's the same cams I've already showed you, but it's just how I would use them. You can shoot more of the presents to be able to see more, obviously. And then the final cam, I'll either put it under the skylight in this again, or I'll put it sort of up here, or I'll put it under here, or even in between there. I'll kind of switch it up depending on where, like what's getting shot. For the sake of this, like for the sake of being different and putting it in a different spot, I'll put it up here. So yeah, that's like all the cams I would use for all 3 of the sites in on the map Kafe. So yeah, if you enjoyed, drop a like and I'll see you later.